What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Bruja Africana, coming to you all with a tarot reading. This is not a celebrity reading. This is a regular people's reading. We do these on this channel, and I want you all to get used to seeing these because I'll be doing a lot of these. The first one we're going to start off with is Miss Danielle Johnson, y'all, with Miss Mystic Lipstick. And let me preface this by saying rest in peace to her boyfriend. Rest in peace to her 8-month-old daughter. And may the ancestors heal her 9-year-old daughter, because God knows she's going to need healing after suffering the trauma of being tossed from a car by her mother. And I'll say Ashe on that. Why am I not saying rest in peace to Mystic Lipstick? Because fuck her, okay? Now, let me go ahead and say this. Let me warn y'all that this reading is going to get heavy, okay? This reading, I'm going to talk some shit about her because she deserves to have shit talked about her. Why am I going to talk shit about her? Here's why. You know, y'all have this affinity towards going towards these alleged witches, these alleged astrologers, these alleged people who have these abilities, who are doing nothing but playing in motherfucking glitter and getting your goddamn money from you. You know, y'all will rush these people to the limelight. Y'all will form this perception about people who are like me, who will just come and give you this real shit and talk this shit and let the cards talk for us. Y'all will admonish us and say, oh, you're not real. You don't look like this. You don't look like that. But then you get a bitch like her who is the very definition of a false fucking prophet. And y'all will believe her. Y'all will run with whatever she's talking about. That's law. And I know y'all will shoot the messenger quickly. You'll say to me that I shouldn't be this forward with my thoughts regarding someone like her or a witch that's practicing like that. But I'm sorry, baby. Abatala told me to save his children, and he meant from these false prophets. And that's exactly what Miss Mystic Lipstick was, a false fucking prophet. And that said, y'all need to be wary of these false fucking prophets. Now, let's go off into her reading and tell y'all what went on. On April 8th, she decided to kill her children. But we're going to go into that. What it was she was not a prophet. She was not a witch. She was not anything that she pretended to be for y'all. What she was someone who knew how to manipulate truths. Remember, I tell y'all about people who know how to tell loaded truths, and these people that know how to walk the walk and talk the talk, but they ain't living that lifestyle, that spiritual lifestyle that they're telling y'all about. No, that's not what she was doing. As I stated before, the prophecy card comes in reverse. She was a false prophet. She knew how to manipulate the perception of what spirituality should look and sound like so that she could gain followers. And y'all did good for her, baby. Y'all got her sitting up out in Woodland Hills, and that's out in not to put my business out there, but baby, that's about where I am out here in Sherman Oaks. Okay, she was doing well off of y'all money, off of y'all believing that she was actually this practitioner that she led y'all to believe she was. She was nothing more than a charlatan, someone who possibly studied dark psychology, so she knew how to manipulate minds. She knew that if she spoke a lot about things that most people are ignorant of, such as spirituality and astrology, she could win. And that's exactly what she did. She used what y'all don't know against you. She misled many, and I will say this. I looked at her little website. If you have gotten any work or any type of spiritual services from her, you better be looking for a cleanse, honey, because her spirit is dark and gray and murky and filled with suicide. Okay? Now, let's talk about what she is or was as a person. Now, I'm not saying that, she was a nobody. She just wasn't a witch. She wasn't a spiritual practitioner. She was playing in y'all goddamn face, playing in glitter, and had y'all believing because she doing all this pretty shit and healing, and she hid behind saying that she was a Reiki practitioner, all of that. She was none of that. She may have gotten a little online certificate that these motherfuckers can get for practicing Reiki. And I'm not saying all of y'all are that, but she's just one of many that I'm talking about. What she also was a very talented songwriter who was looking to burst into the hip hop and the R&B scene. Now, out here in LA, she's known as being a songwriter. Yes, she is an astrologer out here, but she's more so known for the fact that she wanted to be a singer. She wanted to be in entertainment. And again, she must have studied some form of psychology, or she knows how to play with people, or she knew how. She used the same creativity she used writing songs to write what it is she wanted y'all to believe. Again, she wasn't a witch. Y'all out here doing house cleansings and shit that she's sending y'all and she's instructing y'all on doing, and you're wondering why your life is fucked up. You're wondering why shit is going on. Because she had a bunch of bullshit going on in her own personal life. Not saying that a practitioner is going to have a perfect life. Not saying that at all. But a real practitioner lives that shit in front of you. She was not living what was going on behind closed doors. See, she'll drop one of these fucking tweets on y'all, making y'all believe she is of service to humans and I'm here to help, and I love to take care of people. I'm going to take care of your soul spiritually. This is the energy she's giving, and giving y'all all of this doomsday prophecy about stars alignment and astrology. And it is not astrology that's the demon. It is the people that's taking the shit and twisting it. They are no greater than the Christians who are using the Bible and twisting it to control people. That's what's going on with this girl. That's what was going on with her, y'all. She knew that all she had to do was pretend to be one of these love and light bitches, or one of these love and light witches, and y'all would eat that shit up like motherfucking syrup and motherfucking biscuits. And you did. That's why her following had amassed so many numbers. That's why she had such a huge following. That's why so many people believed this bitch when she told y'all that this was Armageddon coming, when this is nothing but Olodumare being at work, honey. This is just God's work happening. Instead of y'all believing that a fucking eclipse means that something was conjured, something was released upon us, as people like Danielle, Miss Mystic Lipstick, let me call her that, leads people to believe. Just understand that this is nothing but Olodumare at work. This is God at work. This is the universe making things happen in the motherfucking atmosphere that have to happen so that us fucking humans can stay alive. That's all the eclipses are for, y'all. But she had people believing that she was here to help. This was Armageddon coming. But the real Armageddon was happening in her own fucking household. See, the problem is, Miss Mystic, I don't even know how the girl's name. Mystic Lipstick, okay? And I don't give a shit if you don't like what I'm saying about her. Maybe you don't like it because you one of the foolish people that fell victim to her playing in glitter and playing in your goddamn face. And here's your fucking leader plastered up against a fucking tree after killing her fucking family. Kiss my ass if you don't like what I'm saying, because she was a false fucking prophet. This girl got cards of narcissism, vanity, motherfucking body dysmorphia, and everything else going on with her. Now, I know you see that card that says addiction. I'm not saying that she has a drug problem or an alcohol problem, but what I am saying is there are other levels of addiction that you can have, especially because her regular cards pulled that she come from a family line of people who have addiction issues, okay? She is from Florida. She might smoke bunk. I don't know. Or might have been one of them hoes. I don't know. Or maybe some of her family did. But whatever those addictions were, that were all those addiction demons that were already on her, she transferred them over into her fucking relationship in the means of her being a narcissist, in the means of her being in control of everything. She micromanaged or tried to micromanage this relationship with this Jalen guy that she murdered. But it wasn't going to work. See, the problem is she needed to be validated a lot. She needed to be made to feel like she was very important. And y'all did that. Her followers, y'all made the bitch feel important when she really was not. When in reality, she was suffering from low self-esteem and control issues. And not to mention, again, I'm going to state it, she's a fucking narcissist, okay? So on the other side of the shit that was going on, you know, the children are innocent. Those two babies, the 9-year-old and the 8-month-old baby, my heart bleeds for them because they came from a crazy bitch, okay? I don't care what y'all feel. I'm going to call it what it is. She's placing these tweets up and shit about how motherhood is a blessing and all of this. And bitch, you threw your fucking babies out the car. Kiss my ass talking about this as y'all fucking leader and how I should be nice to this bitch. She just killed her fucking children. She killed someone else's child, someone's 29-year-old son, because he didn't want to be with her. But I'll get off into that in the next slide, y'all. These children are innocent. And you know what's going to happen to the 9-year-old girl? She going to do a about face on everything spiritual. She's going to probably hate everything that has to do with black spirituality or African spirituality because her motherfucking mama misled her. The little girl going to make a about face, honey, because she had to survive. Y'all see her with that in that self-preservation card. That's her running or trying to save her 8-month-old sister's life while she was tumbling out of the car that her funk-ass mama pushed her out of. Her mama that pushed her out of a car that the followers helped her buy. See that Porsche Panamera that bitch wrapped around that fucking tree? Y'all bought that motherfucker. Y'all afforded her this lifestyle. But the little girl gonna turn against this shit and become super religious, and she gonna denounce everything surrounding astrology. So be ready for her in a few years to be a real super duper Christian because of her mama. And speaking of her mama, let's get into what she killed Mr. Jalen for. See, Jalen was a player. He was outside, baby. He come up with that player in that Explorer card. I don't care that he had an 8-month-old baby by her. Allegedly, because we don't know that this was his child either. She could have just innocently killed somebody's son because he didn't want to fuck her no more. But anyway, Jalen was a player, honey. I'm going to tell y'all something about LA niggas. You know, they going to always keep them a couple in the cut or in the pocket. She from Florida. Maybe she didn't know this about this dude. Maybe he a LA dude. And she didn't know that most of these guys are players out here, especially the young ones. Why shouldn't they be? All these beautiful ass people out here in LA. Why would he be tied down to a woman who has 2 children, one that may be his and may not be his? Besides, Miss Danielle, Miss Mystic Lipstick was still married, honey. This was somebody else's motherfucking wife. So while she was trying to control Jalen and make him do what she wanted to do, her older than Jalen. He was 29. She was almost 35 years old. She'll be 35 this year. Instead of her trying to control him, she should have been trying to make sure that this divorce was final before she started some new shit with a new dude. Oh, yeah, she's got her little secrets, and I bet you her followers weren't even privy to this type of shit. Yeah, y'all may have known, yeah, she was trying to get a divorce, but did y'all know the reasons behind it? Huh? You know, and she had these expectations for Mr. Jalen and felt like he should be doing A, B, C, D, and E, kissing her motherfucking ass because I'm a grown woman. I got 2 kids. I got an image to uphold. You know, her image in front of y'all was what was important. And of course, she couldn't look like a dumb bitch fighting over a nigga in front of her collective, because her collective knew her to be this goddess who could never. And she has all of these spells that could make a nigga act right. Why would she be going through this? I'll tell y'all why she's going through it. Because she's a fucking false prophet. And the universe probably told her not to fuck with this Jalen dude. Get her shit together first before she tried to get another relationship. Especially because she's still betrothed. Well, not betrothed, because that's promised to somebody, but she's still somebody else's wife. Her husband down in Florida. So she has the motherfucking audacity to be in a situation of having drama with Jalen about him being out here seeing other women when, baby, you literally belong to another man. That's where their disconnect came in. Jalen was like, you know, you're not even single for real. You somebody else's wife. So there's their conflict. She like, oh, we're divorced. We're about to get a divorce. Da 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 da. Jalen like, I ain't trying to hear this shit, y'all. This is just me alleging, okay? This is me assuming what's happening according to what's going on in her cards. That's what this bitch did to y'all, right? So don't get under my shit talking that fucking heavy shit when it comes to this fake bitch, okay? I don't know her personally, but I hate false prophets. That's why there's venom behind what I'm saying. Anyway, here's his other women coming up. The competition. He was seeing other women. He was dating other women. And again, he's 29 years old. Baby, you almost 40 and you divorced. Or you about to be divorced. Go find you a grown man, or at least understand this is what this was. See, Jalen was having fun. This bitch planning a life. This bitch planning a life that, you know, Jalen had no plans on being a part of. They fighting and fussing and can't get along. And, you know, she's arguing about the competitive stance of, oh, these other bitches, you making them feel important and I'm supposed to be da-da-da-da-da. You know, building herself up. The narcissistic shit that I told y'all she had going on. And that began to be a hardship for her. She began thinking about how she needed to save fucking face. How it's not going to look right for her to be going through some shit with a man. And I'm Miss Mystic Lipstick. Oh no, she's selling y'all on these house cleansings and selling y'all on all of this astrological bullshit about her. And I'm not calling astrology bullshit because I fully believe in it, but not to the extent of being a crazy bitch like this. She's selling y'all on all this zodiac shit. Oh, if zodiac's this, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I got to look up what Jalen's birthday was because she did a whole lot of talking directly to Capricorns or to earth sign energies. And who he was cheating with was probably a fire sign because she had a whole lot of that going on too. Just go read her tweets, y'all. Just read her tweets and you'll see what I'm saying. If you're blind spiritually, you of course would not pick this up. But immediately when I saw her page, all I saw was confusion and conflict and subliminal confrontations going on. That's what she had to save face from. Because she could not get his attention. All of that pick a side shit this bitch was talking. All of that the world is coming to an end shit. This was directed directly at that guy Jalen that she killed. Okay? Her baby's father, allegedly. Pick a side, pick a side. She wasn't talking to her collective. She was hoping that Jalen read those messages in time so that she wouldn't have to go forward with her plan because she had already plotted this out. She had plotted out that she was going to martyr herself. She had plotted out that she was going to take her car and crash that motherfucker so Jalen wouldn't have it just in case he survived whatever she had going on so he wouldn't be able to get the car and go and see other bitches. Because I'm sure that's what he was doing, driving her car to go see other bitches. You know what you hoes give. You can't be told nothing about these men. He wasn't serious about her. She was more serious about him. And instead of just letting this nigga go, she decides to martyr herself. She decides to make herself a victim, or so she thought. But now here she's standing in that stance of the graveyard like, oh boy, I just fucked up. Because guess where she's standing at? Right in her fucking living room. Or right there where she threw her children out of the car. See, she thought she was going to be uplifted to some fucking heavenly place. Baby, you right back in hell where you started. Where you fucking belong. See, there's no fucking sympathy coming from me towards a mother who would kill her motherfucking children over a motherfucking man. Yeah, she only killed one, but she still did it over a fucking man. Y'all better beware of these motherfucking false prophets. Her, nature boy, motherfuckers like that, they ain't shit. And if you need a real leader, you can come follow me because I ain't going to give you no bullshit. All right.